My name is Jason Russell. I am the current director of the Lions of Michigan All-State Band. And we are right now looking at planning what would be my 6th trip with the group. Fortunately, we had to cancel due to everything that's been happening in this world, the last 2 trips. But this summer, we're looking to restart and rebuild, and it's going to be a great trip. I'm very excited. A little bit about myself. I am an educator in Michigan. I'm in my 20th year teaching and band directing. And what was great is I had the opportunity as a high school student myself to join this organization. My father was a Lion and introduced me to the group, and I then got to travel all over the world as a high schooler, created some lifelong memories, and it was this organization that actually helped guide my philosophy on music education and what I believe this ensemble is all about. The ensemble, if you don't know, was started in the late 70s to then accompany the international president in the parade at that time. And it was basically started as a parade group. As we've gone on, it has transformed into so much more, and where I believe the organization is going and should go, and that is as a true service organization through our gifts of music. We as musicians work very hard at our craft, and the students who are part of this group work extremely hard in their craft, and we're able to give back to communities and give back through performance and through our gifts. I say it many times to anybody who will listen to me that these students who are a part of this organization are our future and are our greatest ambassadors on the international stage. And they encompass that concept of we serve so much. That if you ever get a chance to see them perform at the various venues that we get to, it can bring a tear to your eye watching the smiles that they bring to people. It's a very exciting, very neat experience for me as a director, as well as the students. So just I have a small video, just a small glimpse of that I have. It's about a 6-minute video. This is from our Toronto trip a few years back.
is a leader in his profession and a wonderful family man, and a dedicated and enthusiastic lion.
The Republic of South Africa.
Thank you for watching that with me and seeing the experiences that our students get. And those are just brief. That's the International Parade and the International Flag Ceremony, which those are our students up on the stage representing the various countries that Lions are a part of and that they're in. But I can't stress enough how important the work they do that we didn't see, that we don't always get to see. But I thankfully I've been blessed with the opportunity to see this firsthand as a director and got to experience it myself as a student. But to see the smiles that this band brings to the faces of their audience at children's hospitals, when we perform at orphanages, veterans homes, boys and girls clubs, and retirement homes, it does emotionally well you up. To see kids who, when we were in Hawaii a number of years ago, we played at a children's hospital and the students performed wonderfully. But what was even more important is that we always build time into our schedule to let the students interact with where they are. And to see our students getting hugs and just letting the little kids try instruments and do all those things. We as directors, I mean, we were fighting back tears with just how moving this was. And then the students afterwards on the bus, as we, you know, kind of gauge, how'd you like it? What'd you think of things? They always say that those are the things that move them the most, that have changed their lives. And that's what is so important. So because of all this, the importance of us being a state project now, I can't overstate that. And I thank you all for allowing that to happen. And so my future goals for the group include a few things. Excuse me. First, we need to rebuild. Having these 2 years off is tough, and we are now in a rebuilding year, and that's where I'm going to need your help so much. Many bands in Michigan, though we send out pamphlets, flyers, and posters to every band director in the state of Michigan, some of them unfortunately make it into the circular file cabinets, and they unfortunately don't tell their students about it. And that's where the various clubs can help us so much. Getting into the schools, talking to the director, asking, hey, can I talk to your kids about the Lions Michigan All-State Band? Quick 5-minute talk, 10-minute talk if you can, and tell them about the group, tell them where we're going, tell them what they'll be able to experience in the services that offers. Let them know that the Lions are so helpful in helping raise funds and helping with the financials. There are few groups on this planet who fundraise better than the Lions organizations, and that you'll help them raise that money, and that they're not alone in this. So I like to say, if you as Lions can help get them in the door, and to help them with the costs of the trip, then my team will do the rest. We will teach them the music. We will help instill in them that motto that is so important, that we all stress, that motto of "We serve." Second, more of a long-term goal, is I would love to start some sort of scholarship fund. I'd like to base it similar to the Blue Lake Fine Arts Camp model. And what they often do is, if you're a returning member, you get a discount on the fees associated with Blue Lake. So we could offer discount, some sort of discount for returning members. If we could have a scholarship program that we could be needs-based. It's way above my pay grade for the logistics of that, and I would need help, of course, figuring out what we're allowed to do and how to do it. But it would think almost you can model it after the free and reduced lunch system that the schools use, and if they fill out paperwork, and that we can help them pay for this to get these experiences. It's just so important. And then third, is continue funding of the Lions Band budget and the administrative budget, so that it continues to not need to rely on students. I'm not sure if people know, but most trips, and I'm talking in the upper 90% of school trips, band trips, that type of thing, there is always a little bit of extra cost added on to the students and the participants to help defray the administrative costs, to comp the director's costs. We are very proud that we do not do that. Because of the generous donations of the various clubs to the Lions Band and to our administrative budget, we take care of all those costs, so we do not put that on the students. And we would just really like to be able to continue that. In closing, before we open up for questions, I just again want to thank you all for participating in this event, for Wendy and Marie for helping set it up and doing all of that. And more importantly than anything, I want to thank you all for what you do in serving our communities and following that motto of "We serve."